longer if it goes like yesterday.
Oh, well, okay, well, we're only here till 5.
All right, well, listen, if you would just, I tell you what, would you please, like, be my personal liaison and look into this for me? Because there is someone who is giving us information about this guy, and the stuff that we've got in fax is so fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
That I don't want to say it unless I know it's really true. And the reason I think it might be true is that the faxes with the hotline numbers from the radio station were true. You think that guy's been a patient there? Has that guy ever had a heart attack?
No.
He certainly is old enough to
Not
have
a
had one.
patient. To my knowledge, he's certainly not.
He's never been a patient?
No.
All right.
No.
What if I give you his real name? Because that's not his real name.
Art Wander's real name?
No, that's one of the things
I kind of thought that was a little bit of a strange name.
Isn't his real name like Ruprecht Pumpernickel or something?
It's like Wanderlick or something like that.
Yeah.
Wanderlick.
No.
No?
We don't have a patient by that name.
How about, do you have a guy named Jagaluli?
Jagaluli, no. I'm pretty familiar with all our patients, and...
Okay, well then, if you would please...
Sure, we do not have a Wanderlink as a patient.
Well, I know you're very busy, and I appreciate your time in this. If you would, be a junior G-man for me and scope this out.
Okay, can you hold on? I gotta get this line.
Okay.
It's a heartbeat.
It's a love beat. It's the way beat. It's a good vibration. That's tomorrow's show.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead to 70s.
Tomorrow, the all 70s show.
All right.
Because if it wasn't a good doctor sending the faxes, and if it wasn't a good doctor that picked up the phone when Diana called his office that day...
Maybe it's the maintenance man that has access to the fax machine.
I think it's the doctor just trying to cover.
I am the only one available to answer these phones, so
we'll let you
be held up too long.
Let you get back to work. We will call you tomorrow if you would look into that for us. Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Call you back. In that time, you talk to Dr. Miatti and find out if he used the fax.
Well, like I said, we could just get some confirmation. Great stuff. Great, really personal stuff about this guy and his medical condition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, see, you're like a good journalist who wants to get a confirmation on the story before you run with it.
Let me just give you a brief hint.
Go right ahead.
Remember yesterday when we were talking about Rush Limbaugh?
Yes.
And a certain condition that we think Rush Limbaugh has a chronic problem with?
Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
really? A terrible chronic problem for this guy, too.
Well, according to the facts...
Oh, wow.
Let me just say this. Have you seen those ads for like Preparation H where she says, honey, she's riding a bike, she goes, honey, great news. The doctor says I don't need surgery on my hemorrhoids. Well, if the facts was true, Art would not be able to be in that commercial.
Oh! Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What an interesting malady.
But like I say, it's unsubstantiated. And for all I know, the facts could be about Art Donovan. It could be about Art Fleming.
Well, maybe we can, get some information and burst somebody's bubble tomorrow, so to speak.
All right, the next item up for bids on the new Price is Right. Here it is, Johnny. What is it?
It's a new armoire, Bob. A brand new armoire. Here comes Holly to show us all about it.
I did want to take just a couple seconds of everybody's valuable time to dissect today's Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Eek. Now, you tell me, folks, what the deal is here. You got these two. Now, I'll give you my read on this, and then we can chew it around. You tell me if you think I'm wrong or not. Please do.
Go ahead.
I think that Kathy Lee, for the longest time, has had a big head and has always thought that she could leave Regis and he'd die without her. She's always had that attitude. Well, as it turns, and over the last few years, she's leaked stories that have been like in TV Guide and in New York newspapers about how she's going to leave the show.
Right.
That she doesn't know if she can stay with the show because she's thinking about quitting showbiz and all that other crap. Well, then all of a sudden, Regis Philbin becomes hot. Regis Philbin is on Letterman's show like 2-3 times a week.
Yep.
It's in the newspaper that he's being courted by CBS to do a show after Letterman. That gets out in the newspaper, and suddenly Kathy Lee has a total change of heart. Kathy Lee now is saying publicly she wants to stay with Regis. She wants to stay with him forever. She wants their show to go on forever.
Yeah.
So she's flip-flopped on this back and forth, okay? Today, they're on their show, and they're going through the same thing again. And like, they're kidding about this, although they're not kidding.
Yeah.
Well, like, he's saying, well, maybe you would leave the show. And she says, oh, that's your dream, Reg. Ha, 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 ha. Although, it's really serious what they're saying back and forth.
Right.
So she's torn now because she's always threatened to go out and leave. And anyway, her whole rap today was she's trying to cover her ass again by saying how much she loves Regis and how much she loves working with him. And things just couldn't be better between me and my Reg. And only one thing bothered Kathy Lee today.
Oh, this will make you throw up.
She said that one of the New York papers, what was the New York Post?
Yeah, New York Post.
The New York Post just refuses to recognize her. Because if you look, and here's what she said. Now think about this. Here's a woman who's got to be pulling down, obviously in the millions of dollars a year.
Sure, I mean, that's a minimum with all the endorsements she has and all that other stuff.
She's on television all the time. She does the commercials. She's got the kids. She's got the husband. You know, she sells her stupid clothes at J.C. Penney or whatever. What doesn't this woman have? She works 1 hour a day, and she doesn't even work. She comes, and when the weather's bad, she doesn't show up. Regis got to have his wife on because Kathy can't make it in from Connecticut.
She's not even there for all the breaks. They can come back from commercial, and she'll be like off in the corner blowing her nose. That's how much of a pro she is.
She's got these stupid albums out that nobody except people like my mom, who really don't know what's happening, buy her albums.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Did you see the day that they pulled Regis was trying to be so much like Letterman,
right.
Bless his heart. He wants to get a woman out on the street. It was a very windy day, and they had a shot of a woman, and her umbrella blew all the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So Regis, like again, trying to be Letterman, he goes, "Bring that woman in here. Bring her in here." So you bring her in, and they talk to her a little bit. Of course, it's nowhere near as funny as when Letterman pulls someone off the street. In fact, it's kind of lame. And on the way out, the woman is walking off the set, and Kathy Lee stops the show and says, "Give her a copy of my CD."
Yeah.
Yeah, please, kiss my ass. Give her a copy of my CD. So this is where this woman is coming from, okay?
Sure.
We know that she's got an overblown ego.
Yes.
For a long time, she said that she wanted to do the show without Regis. She could branch out without him.
Mm-hmm.
Then as soon as he gets an offer, she comes right back. Well, then today...
Right, okay, you get into the New York Post thing.
It's the ultimate in pettiness.
Right.
If you look in the newspaper and you see, like, TV listings, the TV listings are not even a quarter of an inch big. You got to have a magnifying glass to read them. They're about this size, like from USA Today. Very small. No one pays attention to them.
Right.
She says, in the New York Post, it still says live with Regis. It does not say live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Now, he tries to kid her about it, right? Again, he goes, "Oh, now, Kathy, you're America's sweetheart. You're on hard copy.
Yeah.
Is Kathy coming, or is she going?" I really feel for the guy, because I see he's trying to get out of this. He's trying to make her not look like the superficial bitch that she really is.
And you know what he's feeling inside. It's inevitable that he's just like, oh, make her shut up.
And he's trying to help her. Now, she's coming off as this pompous, plus not to mention the fact that she's talked like about her chef on the air and all this other crap when they go away, and she's got her servants. And
Frank and I went into the refrigerator the other night for Valentine's Day.
That's a good one.
And we got out caviar, and then we put the caviar. Frank chopped the onions, I chopped the egg. I don't even know how to make this caviar little concoction she's making, and she said, and this is her relatable. And then we bit into the caviar, and it was spoiled. It was spoiled caviar. So if you're ever having caviar, this is her talking to the audience. If you're ever going to have caviar, make sure you eat it very soon. Oh yeah, next time I buy a few buckets of it, Kathy, I'll make sure that I spread out the caviar early.
So like no one in the audience can relate to her, but basically she's easy on the eyes, and that's why we all watch her. Because she's a really cute looking woman. And she has her days when there's some banter between her and Regis, and they're actually kind of entertaining to watch.
Yeah, their little sparring is kind of amusing.
Well, today, like I say, the sparring had taken, I thought at least, a very realistic level, where she's like kidding him about him having a show of his own, and then he says, that's your dream. And she says, in your dreams, Reed. And then she she mugs for the camera with those stupid faces, you know, like, rah. So then she brings up the thing about the New York Post. She says, and it only says live with Regis. And I just want to say, she goes into that whole rap about how the media treats her unfairly.
Oh, yeah.
The media, please.
Like the media occupies their time just with Kathy Lee.
And I know that it's a slap in my face because it started, Reed, when I was off having Cassidy. So think back, she had a baby like 8 months ago.
Right.
So she's taking this back to 8 months ago. When she's so vain, she was sitting at home looking at the television section of the newspaper and happened to notice in the print that's like a quarter of an inch big that it just said live with Regis instead of live with Regis and Kathy Lee. So she's had a problem with this for 8 months now.
She's really gone nuts about it. And we're not talking about an article here. We're talking about the TV listing. Where the space, the economy of space is important, and they cram in everything they can there, and people will assume it's live with Regis and Kathy Lee when they see it.
Every once in a while she brings it up, and today was the day, and for whatever reason, he was kind of on a high today because he's got his new stupid little exercise video out there, and he's feeling kind of happening. He's on Letterman all the time, and he's kind of sowing his wild oats out there. So I thought he was rather gracious.
Yes, he was.
He's trying to help her out of this. It's obvious she's painting herself in a corner as this incredible egotistical bitch who just doesn't know what real life is all about.
Well, the thing I said to you earlier was that this is a woman who has truly achieved all the fame you can in this country. I mean, she's got her own television show. Every day she's on a major ad campaign. She has books. She has albums. You don't need, you would think it would be almost impossible for someone like this to have an inflated opinion of herself, but she still manages to pull that off.
Wouldn't you think that, first off, someone in her position wouldn't even read the TV listings in the newspaper?
Right.
And second,
Right.
if you saw that, wouldn't you think that Kathy Lee would go, oh, so they didn't put my name? I mean, look at TV Guide. Your name's in TV Guide. Look at any other newspaper.
This is a woman that can walk anywhere in the United States and get recognized. She's got national fame, but yet she says, oh, I can see, and she's really upset about this.
And she's been mad about it for 8 months, and today that he's trying to help her out of it. He's going, now, Kathy, maybe they just had a problem. Oh, I know what it was. He said, perhaps there was just space. I'm sure that they're big fans of the show. When they say Live with Regis, they might mean Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. She stops for a second. She gets the newspaper. She goes, Reg, they have room for Good Morning America Live from Hong Kong.
Right.
If they have room for Good Morning America Live from Hong Kong, they have room for Live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
And then she said, well, why don't they just take the live with part off? Why don't they just put Regis and Kathy Lee? And then you were right. Regis was being very gracious by saying, well, you know, it was an ill-conceived name for the show to begin with. Why did we do that? Wait, we were originally going to call it Regis and Kathy Lee.
And he's trying to help her out of it, okay? He's like trying to move the conversation another way. She won't let him, though.
I just think, Reg, it's the media conspiracy against me.
Reg, you can't believe anything in the paper, Reg.
Unbelievable.
You know, she wins him over. Because she, like, sits there. Have you ever noticed when she really raves out that she like, holds his hand and stuff?
Sure, because she knows she's being an idiot.
And, of course, it works with him. I mean, it would work with me, too. If she was sitting there being an idiot, I would like to say to her, Kathy, why don't you shut up? You've got the best life in the world. Who cares if your name is in the paper? But I'm sure I would be swayed like Regis. She starts stroking his hand and playing with his hair, and he kind of loses it.
I wave a magic wand just for one day to all of a sudden you're going to do the bewitched thing where you wrinkle your nose, and all of a sudden Regis is transported, I don't know, to Antarctica for a half an hour, and you are in that seat when she's going through one of these rave outs, just to have her receive what I think she deserves.
How dare you! Who do you think you are?
It's absurd, and what I don't get is somebody that is that big in show business that will occupy her time with some petty little thing like that. It shows me a lot about.
And it's not really billing. I mean, it's not like billing you get on TV credits or anything like that. It's a stupid newspaper. That's ridiculous.
And like I say, it's a part of the paper no one would read. I was just surprised that they devoted, well, actually a lot more time than we've devoted to it, just talking about it.
Yeah.
And they do it like a live, this is just stupid radio.
Right.
Who cares if we waste a little time talking about how dumb Kathy Lee Gifford is?
It's amazing.
But they wasted a lot of time on that. And then, that's the best part of that show, though, when that happens, because there is no way to get out of it.
Right.
It's like there's a second of awkward silence, and I know what else it was. She was talking about, they must have had something on her about hard copy.
Yeah.
And Regis didn't want to talk bad about hard copy. Of course, Regis still in that cover your ass mode in case he gets the CBS job.
Yeah, he was schmoozing hard copy a little bit, and she didn't care for that.
So she's like saying how bad hard copy is, because I guess they ran something bad about her. And she's like, what's that host's name? He's not a good guy. He's not to be trusted. And old Reg knew his name. And Reg came back with the name right away and said, oh, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Come on. Shut your cake hole. Now on today's show.
It's amazing. And if you really want to enjoy Regis and Kathy Lee, you watch her and study this woman, because this is a woman who, in my opinion, has so little in touch with America, with really what people's day-to-day lives are all about. The things she says, her ivory tower lifestyle, her elitist style with Frank is amazing.
I don't watch the show as angry as it makes the both of you. Why do you keep going back? I'm just curious.
Because we love it. Because we love it. We hate it, but we love it.
There are a lot of people that listen to this show that get angry, and they listen to it every day. So, I mean, it's the same kind of thing.
Okay.
I hate her. I think you hate her too, Don, so much that you just want to watch her do these kind of things so you can roll your eyes and go, oh, God, there she goes again.
It's almost like a little contest now to see how long I can stand to watch the show.
Right.
I watch the show when I exercise, and I know that if I start exercising at 9 o'clock, I know at 9:30 Andy of Mayberry comes on WGN. So I try to see if I can make it through the first half hour of the show. As it turns out today, I could not.
Right.
I had to turn it off when she was getting to the end of the New York Post thing.
It was amazing.
I
It's
just
amazing.
said, please, no more. I just think it's amazing that a woman with all that would still be as petty as she
Now,
is.
do you watch when Joy is filling in? Do you ever watch it, or do you just turn it off? No, you don't?
No, I love it when Joy is
Oh,
in.
okay.
He really loves it when Joy
Oh,
feels.
stop it. I think Joy Philbin is a woman who, for her age, still looks pretty good.
I think she's great.
Yeah.
You know, she's got her own show now. Or she's getting her own show. I think like a decorating show or
I
something.
bet Reed gives it to her. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, she's a good-looking woman, and Reed, without his shirt on, and he does go to any opportunity to take his shirt off. Sure, he's got a pretty good body for an old guy.
You've always, I think, had a thing for Joy. I mean, you've always thought that she was, you know, even beyond like her ability as a TV performer.
As a woman, do I admire her as a woman? The answer is yes.
You think she's a handsome woman? Did you ever get a chance to see the bit where she was on the Stairmaster? Did you see that one?
Yeah, when they showed her belly button.
When they showed her belly, did you enjoy that? I was just
She
curious.
doesn't have the body of Cindy Crawford, okay? But, Mike, I think that there's a part of me that appreciates a mature woman.
She's got a nice figure, though.
Yeah.
I think she's cute. For an older woman, she's cute. And I
Yeah.
think she's good with Regis.
She is good. Well, she's married to Regis. She's better with Regis. Well, Kathy Lee comes to the table with a different attitude and a different agenda.
When Joy is on, it's more them talking about their life and the stuff that they did. And then most times what it is with Regis is Regis talks about the stuff he did, and then Kathy talks about their stupid rich friends or some stupid charity event that she's so bravely going to. Or the other day when she wasted a bunch of time talking about, Reg, I got a call from a friend of mine who I didn't think was involved in the earthquake, and I found out that her house was demolished, and I hang up the phone and I just sit there and think, oh, what could I have done?
Right.
You know, I'm sitting there watching, why don't you write her a check? If you really care, why don't you take the money you make for the cruise lines, and why don't you send her out a check if you really care about her, Kathy?
Reed, you'll never believe what happened last night. Biffy and Kip Moneyheimer came over, and Frank made lamb chops. We let the chef go home early. He was so cute.
Cody was in his Noah's Ark bed.
Yeah, that's it. Cody's little Noah's Ark bed makes you sick.
And she does cry a lot, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
She cries more than just about anybody.
It's the phony cry. She turns it on. I imagine it works on GIF. You know, because GIF at this point, he's like Frankenstein pretty much.
Can't hear the dinner bell.
Yeah.
And Frank,
Frank, do you need me to clean you up? Yes, Mommy. All right.
she'll let the maid do it.
We got a break. That's the Ray of Regis and Kathy Lee. We'll be right back.
Radio guys.
Don and Mike.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Chief Gordon Liddy, and the Grease Man.
WJFK.
Let's get a real quick phone scan in here. Let me open the lines for your calls at 1-800-636-1067. Washington, D.C., 432-1067. Call in right now. Get on the line to get on the air. While you're dialing, let's go to the news cubicle. Here now is Radio's Buzz Burbank. Hello, Buzz.
Hi, I have some Olympic results that I think a lot of us have been waiting a long time to hear. And
Tanya win?
it has to do with Tanya and Nancy.
Oh, please, God, have Tanya win.
Oh, wow, this is big news, Buzz.
Nancy Kerrigan finished first in the women's U.S. figure skating competition this afternoon in Norway. Tanya Harding came in 10th.
Oh, too
A
bad.
lot of people in skating circles were predicting that because of her bad ankle, right?
It could be. She had a little trouble. Tanya had a little trouble in her performance today.
She has white trash elbow, I believe. I know you've heard about tennis elbow before. She has white trash elbow, I believe.
How does that manifest itself? What do you get?
Years and years of sleeping at a weird angle in a trailer. You know, she's on one of those beds that is like a table during the day. It's a table that you get on during the day, and at night you just put a couple of cushions on it.
You get all calluses and bruised and stuff
I
like
think
that.
also hanging your arm out of the pickup, that helps a lot to contribute to that.
You know, did Nancy Kerrigan win the gold medal, or did she just come in first among the American skaters?
That's the first program they had today.
Yeah, this is kind of a qualifying round.
It's the technical program, and then they have what's
exactly.
called the free program, and the free program will be where they do all their real
So
stuff.
it's not over yet, by all means.
It'll be tough though if she finished 10th to finish in the medals.
Yeah.
All right, we're rooting for you, Tanya. Some of us are rooting for you.
That's right. Some of us underline that, please.
Here we go with the phone scan right now. Hello, Dynamite Show. You are on the air.
Hi, guys.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Hi, we're doing great, thank you.
I'm a first-time caller, so be gentle with me.
Yes, we will. All of our first-time callers. And let's get some people calling from the markets we haven't heard from in a while.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we've ever gotten a call from Lynchburg, Virginia.
No, we haven't.
We could use some more calls from Wichita. We could use some calls from Rochester, Augusta. Hattiesburg, Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, give us a call if you normally don't call the show. Be
Well, I
powerful.
just say, I've been listening to you guys for years. I absolutely love the show.
Thank you.
And I have a quick question. I was in a meeting a little while ago. I didn't get to hear what happened to the gentleman with the dog, the basset hound.
Oh, it was a real dog. Real dog, and the dog really barked.
Oh, I thought
Exactly.
so.
It sounded exactly like it did on the phone yesterday. It was perfect. We were foolish to doubt him.
Oh, great. Well, enjoy the show and keep up the good work.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, Donna Mitro.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Just fine, thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to call in and talk about Kathy Lee, if I might.
Well, of course. It's always open season on Kathy Lee.
Well, I just wanted to tell you a little all what I know about her, and it's total agreement with y'all. I work with a piano player who's her first cousin.
I'd like to mention that Kathy Lee Gifford is originally from Bowie, Maryland. She's a Bowiesian.
That's right.
Which means that she grew up roughly like 20 miles from where we do the radio show every day.
You bet she did.
But she turned her back on it.
Turned her back on Bowie?
She's run away from everything. This guy, he's the backer.
Well, you can't blame her there. I've been to Bowie before. You can't really blame her there.
It's one thing to make a fuss about the New York Post, but then to run away from Bowie. I mean,
It's actually a good move, I think.
And the fishing's great in Bowie, though. I got an A-frame there. Well, you know that, Mike.
you love it, and I appreciate you having me over last summer for the. I'll tell you, the carp were delicious.
Weekend full of old Milwaukee beer and my A-frame. Oh, man, that's great living in Bowie, Maryland.
And at the end of the weekend, because the weather was so hot, we didn't even have to use the fishing lines because of the mud. We just walk out and pick up the fish. It was great. It was a good time. Thank you again.
And we call our fishing hole the Kathy Lee hole.
That's right.
We go fishing in Kathy Lee's hole.
Every single Saturday and Sunday, it's a trip down to the hole.
So, yes, anyway, you were saying, please.
Anyway, well, I know a guy he's her first cousin, and he's a tremendous musician, and she's a horrible vocalist.
Yeah.
And he used to back her before she made it big.
Sir?
Yes.
Just let me break in with 4 important words for you.
It was powerful man, strength he knows not of. If and there he shakes your hand, you better wear an iron glove.
So wear an iron glove.
Better wear an iron glove.
Jethro's a powerful man. 4 words to live by.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so glad we have that tape.
From the old shop.
Yes, anyway.
So anyway, well, I was just going to say, so she acts as if she has done nothing to help anybody in her family. You know, they were there for her. And,
Yeah, they were there through all the nose jobs.
exactly.
They were through all the breast lifts,
Well, her
the tummy
sister-
tucks.
Her sister's a backup musician with her still, right? I mean, she's a backup vocalist. She's one of her backup singers.
Her sister?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, that's right. That's right, because we actually went to see Regis and Kathy Lee one night at Merriweather Post. We did it kind of as a goof.
We did it as a goof, and we just could not stay.
We did. You know what their live show was like? This is so ridiculous. I couldn't see how Regis could put up with this. Regis and Kathy Lee come out on stage. We went to see their live show because we're idiots. And we're sitting there. They come out and they do that thing that goes, we're so glad that you are here.
Yeah.
And it's me and him and it's Regis and Kathy Lee. And we
Oh,
think,
it's so great to be here.
they do that, and then Regis says, folks, I'll be back in 45 minutes. See you later.
Wow.
And he walks off, and it's her going, sentimental journey.
Oh, man. Now I'd like to do my medley of summertime songs, and I'm like, get me out of here.
And her sister's in the background going, it's a summertime, summertime, summertime.
Remember, she was packed into that dress a little too tightly, too? I mean, really, she was wearing a dress that was not flattering.
Like when she was on Letterman. Did you catch that?
Hey, I wish that Letterman would stop warming up to her so much.
She looked horrible.
Because that's the only part in the equation that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I understand why he has Regis on all the time.
Right.
But when he has her on, he doesn't even give her a hard time anymore.
Yep.
He only doesn't say 1 or 2 things about how he fathered the baby.
Well, Letterman is in that age range where, she is hot stuff to Letterman, probably.
And even that, she gets mad about that. Did you see seriously when she said, she was talking to Regis about when she was on Letterman, and Letterman said something about, how is that kid of mine? And she says, now, Frank gets very upset when he hears that.
Which I believe. Don't you believe it? He's just like, I'll break him in two. He's just, Frank's walking around with an old leather football helmet on, in the house, just going, just in his underwear, just going, I swear to God, Kathy, if I get my hands on him, I'll break him in two.
Now, Frank.
Oh, boy, I just remember in the days, YA Tunnel. That's what Frank's like around there, just going, throwing those old leather footballs around.
Well, maybe that is why Letterman is so nice to her. Maybe Letterman thinks he got a chance there.
I don't know, but I'm sure she touches him in much the same way she touches Regis and holds off any attack there. It may have the same effect on Dave.
You'd be surprised what a stroke of the hand will do. Hey, thank you for the call.
Thanks very much.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Not sure what you were talking about, but thanks for the call. We got a break. We'll have more of your live calls coming up next.
This is the Don and Mike Show. Don and Mike G. Gordon Liddy and the Greaseman. The most unbelievable lineup in radio history. WJFK.
Most of us grew up with Mickey Mouse, but do you want him in your own backyard? Some do, others don't. What does Disney's America really mean for people in the area? Tonight, News 4 looks at both sides of the issue. Disney, is it beauty or beast? You decide. And want to get in shape but think you don't have time? Doreen Gensler has some tips that'll fit your schedule. Tonight on News 4 at 6.
Now, back to the show with no sexual innuendo. Just tweak your knob and listen long and hard to the Don and Mike Show.
More of your calls coming right up. This program reminds me that tomorrow we got our 1970s show. All right. If you're like us, if you grew up in the tragic, sucky 70s.
Yeah, they were tragic and sucky.
Let's all commiserate together. That's tomorrow. Music and memories from the 70s. And then on Monday, we broadcast live from Los Angeles. All right. From the Warner Brothers soundstage, where they are filming the science fiction hit television show Babylon 5. We's going to be aliens. Yes, they're going to put the lumps and bumps on our face, and yeah, we're going to be bad guys.
We heard we might have dialogue that sounds something like, Raggets and some rolls and Riesenheimer.
That's from the old Bill Cosby show, where he was a high school gym instructor. Is that what he was?
I think that, yeah, he was a high school gym instructor and a coach for the basketball team.
Get some raggets and some rolls and Riesenheimer.
Very funny back then.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. So we'll be in California Monday doing the show, and you'll hear it from the set of Babylon 5. That'll be on Monday. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah. I'm calling from Indianapolis.
Yes, sir. Hello.
And, well, I dislocated my foot yesterday.
Congratulations.
I know, but now I get to enjoy your show every day.
They give you any painkillers?
Yeah, I'm on narcotics.
How does one go about dislocating one's foot?
Playing basketball. And it rolled. But the worst thing is it's stuck in the rolled position.
It's stuck in the roll position. You know, that makes me think of the movie Misery. James Caan's ankles.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Well, sir, if you're on medication, I'm sure the show is even funnier to you. So enjoy, have another pill, and kick back.
All right.
All right, thanks for the call.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Bye, dude. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
Listen, I wanted to tell you about a dream I had about you guys last Thursday.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And it really made an impact on me because I just now have been able to get through to you, so I wrote everything down the other day on my way to my metro ride.
Well.
Well, a dream about us, eh?
Yeah.
I suppose you're going to tell us about your dream.
Well, yes. Yes, I am.
Well, go right ahead. Tell us all about it. Leave out no details.
Okay. First of all, I came down to your studio, which was located in a like a storefront.
Yeah, that's right. We are located in a storefront.
Okay, but in the front, and I had a big plate glass window that was facing on the sidewalk, and
That's true.
The glass was tinted so no one could see in. But
That's true. You've got it all right so far.
okay, but you could see out. You could see people walking by.
Right. It's like two-way glass.
Okay. Anyway, I came in. I'm a former police officer, and I was in my uniform.
Oh, God.
This dream's getting good.
So I come walking in, but the whole studio, all it is this little bare room, and there's a rug in the middle of the room, and in the middle of the rug is this little podium, and on top of the podium is just a console. And Mike is sitting on the stool in front of, or behind this podium, working the controls with the headphones on.
That's right. I run the controls.
Wait, I take it back. I made a mistake. That's Don.
Oh.
Mike was sitting on like this little card table chair off to his left. And I come walking in, and Mike or Don and I started talking.
Yeah.
And I'm from Chicago, and we started talking about Chicago and Cook County and things like that. And the two of you, I've never seen a picture, or I have no idea what you two look like.
We're ruggedly handsome.
Well, I don't doubt that. But the image my imagination conjured up is the two of you.
Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid.
It's very, very close.
The Sting.
Mm-hmm. A little better looking than those two guys in that movie.
Yeah, Saps. Redford and Newman. Ugly Saps.
Yeah, I'm their king.
But you both have like these round faces, and you weren't real overweight, just a little portly. But you both had these round faces, and Mike had coal black hair and a black beard and a big space in between his two front teeth.
That's me.
Again, it's a dead-on picture.
Man, and you've never seen us or any pictures of us?
No.
How did you do that?
And Don had pretty much the same look, except he didn't have the space, and his hair was sandy, kind of brown.
Yeah.
And
All my friends call me Sandy.
and he had a shorter beard. Anyway,
That's it.
and you both were eating like this out of this little pink and white Baskin-Robbins Dixie cup. You were eating vanilla soft serve ice cream, and it had like a little cherry on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, so I come walking in, and Don and I start talking about Chicago and everything, and I told you that I didn't listen to you while you were working here, that I listened to this other DJ, Steve Dahl. And you went nuts. You went crazy and started running around and everything. And so Mike said, "Well, that's okay. I'll take over." So you went and sat at the little podium, put the headphones on, and said, "Well, I'm going to get some ice cream. I'm out of here." So I went.
That's always what I do when I get pissed off. Ice cream time for me.
So I went down to Baskin's and I got my ice cream. And as I'm waiting in line, I'm telling everybody that I'm in the Don and Mike studio. And finally, the guy behind the counter turns around and says, "Who gives a hairy rat's ass?"
Oh!
And so then I went into the bathroom and changed into civilian clothes, went back to the studio, and now you're sitting in, now Don is sitting in the little metal chair, and there's a chair next to you.
Next to the podium with a console on it?
Right.
Okay.
So I sit in the little chair next to Don while Mike is out at the console, and we start talking, and you put your arm around me and start snuggling and,
Yes.
cuddling up and putting your face in my hair and
Jethro's a powerful man.
commenting on my perfume and everything.
He smells so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, and so then
Yes.
we decided to go to a hotel together.
Oh, man, and you leave me behind?
No, I wanted you to come with.
Oh.
Oh, nuts.
But what happened was when
Man, that always happens. I get me a chick to go to the hotel. She always wants to bring Mike, too.
before the end of the show, though, Don went back to the console, and Mike and this real pretty blonde woman was like leaning up against the window outside, like waiting for a bus or something.
Francis.
And Mike walks over there, and he's like behind her, and he's pressing his face up to the window and looking on the glass. And
Now, that's also accurate. Mike putting his face on the window, licking on the glass.
Every day after the show, the glass has to be cleaned here in the studio.
and you lick it. So, and he's trying to kiss her through the glass, and she can see him kind of out of the corner of her eye, and Don and I are sitting there laughing at this, watching me trying to snuggle up to the window.
Always the jester.
And so she can see you out of the corner.
Say, look what Mike's doing. Kiss me.
She turns around and flips you off and walks away in her big huff, and you're all embarrassed, and we start laughing.
Did she call me a putz?
Pardon me?
Just a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, she flipped you off.
All right.
So then we decided to go to a hotel, and I wanted Mike to come along, and...
Ah, nuts. Hey, can you hold on a second?
Sure.
Okay, we got to do commercials.
Oh, what a great dream.
We will be right back. I see we have other callers. None of those calls is important as this one, though, on line 6.
Well, we got a riveting one here.
So we'll get right back to that and the rest of the calls after this.
Radio Gods, Don and Mike. 106.7 WJFK FM, Manassas, Washington. 1300 AM WJFK, Baltimore.
Contestant number 1.
Always still all morning.
All right. Contestant number 2.
Don and Mike all afternoon.
Okay. Contestant number 3.
The Golden Lady midday.
Okay. Contestant number 4.
And the Grease Man at night.
For the average American, selecting a dinner beverage can turn a simple meal into a test of savoir-faire as you try to look suave and impress your date and order a bottle of wine.
No, it's rather a floral bouquet with hints of raspberry and oaky undertones, just hinting at a grassy field of summer.
There's a solution. A unique alcohol beverage just as smooth, just as sophisticated, and it comes in elegant single-serving bottles and cans. Zima Clear Malt, a name any American can pronounce with ease.
Oh, Professor, get redundant with just a tinge of spice and a fragrant, peppery sparkle.
Zima's grown-up tasting, easy drinking. Zima goes great with a meal. Zima goes great with hors d'oeuvres. One might even drink a Zima on its own.
Well, but only one, perhaps a tad aggressive in the glass. Well, Professor,
Escape the tyranny of wine snobbery. Go for something different. Try a Zima. Don't forget to sniff the cap.
Zima Clear Malt, unique alcohol beverage with natural flavors. Zima Beverage Company, Memphis, Tennessee.
48 months first security, 849 to an inception, final payment of PO 5332 plus tax tag and primary lender's approval, 15 cents a mile over 60,000. See dealer for details.
Today! The price down continues at your National Capital Mitsubishi dealer. Price down! Your National Capital Mitsubishi dealers are still pricing down every 1994 Mitsubishi in stock. And we've got the numbers to do it. With Eclipse, $149 a month and only $500 down. Plus, you can buy it or lease it. The economy has never been better. Eclipse it, $149 a month. And yes, every credit application will be accepted. Price down. Get to your nearby National Capital Mitsubishi dealer today. Annapolis, Browns, Horseman, Ren Kirby, Rockville, Rosner, Sheehy, or Stolman Mitsubishi. For Eclipse, $149 a month.
On the next Babylon 5, a killing threat targets an alien ambassador.
You will be dead within 48 hours.
A secret hired assassin is aboard.
You are to know hate.
Whose sole purpose
You are to know fear.
is the ambassador's death.
You are to die.
Now the frantic ambassador must find a way to unmask his executioner before his time runs out. On Babylon 5.
Tonight again on Paramount 20 Prime Time. You're listening to this station's last-ditch effort to save its ratings.
Done right. Here we are on the air everywhere. Thank you for listening on great radio stations. Like 1260 WNDE, Indianapolis, KCPS, Burlington, Iowa, and the Big 1520 WWKV, KB Radio, Buffalo. More of your calls coming up in this hour. Buzz Burbank, he's from Wichita, you know. We'll have news for you. We got Rudy Marchkey from USA Today with sports. Rob A. dials for transvestites. We're going to try to get the Donnie Countdown in today.
Right.
Also, geez, the I Love You drive-through game.